a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Northern California. I am currently living in Worcester, Massachusetts, where I have been living for the past 13 years. My husband and I have been married for 18 years, and we have 6 children, ages 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. I love doing activities outdoors, although not so much winter activities. I don't consider myself really a winter person, and even though I've been living on the East Coast for 13 years now, have not really gotten used to the winters. In my opinion, they are way too cold and way too long, and it's kind of nice to have snow around Christmas time, but after that, I'm ready to be done with the cold and move on to spring. I love music. I am a piano teacher, and it's really fun to be able to share my passion of music with my students. I have 16 students right now that I'm teaching. Some of them are adults, so I have a wide variety of ages, and it's just a lot of fun to be able to see their excitement and growth as they progress. I am a marriage and family studies major, and right now I have 5 semesters left to finish. So still a little bit of time, but to me, it's nice to be able to see that the end is in sight. It's always been a goal of mine to go back to school and get my bachelor's degree. I had my associate degree before I got married, but then just kind of set everything aside as I first worked, and then was able to been able to stay at home with our children. And through the Pathway program and the online program at BYU Idaho, it's made it possible for me to work on my education a lot sooner than I thought I would be able to. So it's been great and very, very fulfilling to be able to make progress towards my bachelor's degree. As far as interpersonal relationships, I would have to say that my husband is the person that I have the strongest interpersonal relationship with. He is a very easy person for me to talk to, and he is a great listener. We have a really strong friendship, and it may have something to do with the fact that I have known him almost my entire life. We met when we were 5. We were in the same ward. We went to all the same schools, so he's always been there for me. And we had a great base foundation of friendship before we even started dating, which was the end of our senior year. And I know my husband and I both feel really close to our parents and to each other's parents as well, and feel that we can talk to them. But I have noticed that the move that we took 13 years ago that took us so far away from our family helped us to rely on each other more as husband and wife, and helped me to understand just what a great team we are and how well we work together. As far as public speaking goes, most of my public speaking experiences have come from my church callings or giving talks in sacrament meeting. Public speaking has never been something that I've been comfortable with, and growing up was something that I tried to avoid if I could. I know I wouldn't be where I am today with the skills that I have if it weren't for the callings that I'd been given, that have given me a chance to learn and to grow. I remember, and it seems like to me that it's been just little stages of progression that have helped me. I remember serving in the primary presidency for the first time and being terrified of presenting sharing time to the primary children. And it took me several times of doing it before I started feeling more comfortable. And then it became no big deal. And then I experienced the same thing when I was called to work in the Young Women's Presidency, and again was terrified of teaching lessons to the young women, or even joint young men, young women discussions and lessons and activities and presentations was very intimidating for me. But it was something that I kept working at, and I was able to become more comfortable with it, and it did not become so scary. Speaking in sacrament meeting is still a very scary experience for me. I'm always glad when it's over. I just spoke last month, and it was a relief to have it done. I feel like it went well. I definitely know that I am improving in my speaking abilities. I am not as nervous as I have been in the past, and I feel like I'm able to convey my thoughts better. I'm not one to be able to wing it or to just come up with thoughts on the spot. I work best if I type out my talks word for word and then take the time to become familiar with them so that I'm not just reading straight from the paper, but I'm able to have an understanding of the direction I'm going and the steps I'm taking in presenting my topic. I'm looking forward to gaining new skills from this class and from learning from all of you, and I'm hoping that what I learned will help me gain more confidence in public speaking.